Now, the biggest hindrance in EV penetration, especially looking at the Chinese electric vehicle companies penetrating other markets outside of China, the biggest hindrance has been tariffs, right? I mean, part of the reason why, or the main reason why, even till this date, NIO has not been selling their cars in Canada, in USA, it has been because of tariffs that have been imposed. 100% tariffs on all the cars that are not built in these countries. This is what these countries are saying. But, and it's not that good, right? I mean, Europe, you will know that NIO, last year around this time, it was hit by 20.8% of tariffs, which obviously it really made them to struggle in terms of sales there, because NIO cars, like I've already explained to you, they are not cheap, they don't come cheap, and therefore if they are not cheap in China, you can imagine the kind of price that the NIO car prices are in Europe, because the cheapest NIO main brand model in China is $42,000, which is the 85 Touring, 85 mid sedan. But now in Europe, the same models are going, I think the cheapest into 5 countries that NIO is currently present in, which is one of them is Norway. The price of the 85 Touring, 85 mid sedan is around $58,000, and with those tariffs added, it means that prices will need to be adjusted more, because otherwise NIO is selling but not making any gross profit due to the tariffs, due to the expensive salaries that they need to pay. Now, the reason why I'm giving you this background is because obviously yesterday we read that Canada is looking at scraping off the 100% tariff that they've imposed onto China. I mean, Canada has sort of like followed the strategy of USA in terms of EV or Chinese EV restrictions from penetrating their country, but it looks like that is about to change, right? I mean, as soon as we notice that Canada is considering scraping 100% of tariffs onto EV imports, right? I mean, apparently the Prime Minister of Canada was preparing for his Asian tour trip, where he will seek to establish a strategic partnership with China, right? The government is considering eliminating 100% tariffs onto imports, aligning with China's EV issue. This is what was reported, I think, earlier this week, right? So this is going to be great news. It's going to be good news to see, of course, Canada scraping off this away. I mean, I'm looking forward to this, because we all know that tariffs, like what the new president, new CEO have said, they never really offer long-term solutions, because what they actually do, they end up hurting the new energy vehicle market of these various countries. I mean, have a look at Europe. The EU leader, Ms. van der Leyen, was, of course, stressing the point of the local car makers to improve in terms of autonomous driving and technology, because he realizes that they are falling behind. And part of the reason why they are falling behind is the restrictions that they are making onto new energy vehicles like NIO, these tariffs, because then they reduce the competition. Competition is really necessary, because without competition you remain mediocre, right? It's just an average thing, and this is what I think is happening in the US. It's happening in Canada because of these restrictions. Remember what the Ford CEO also said. He confirmed what I'm telling you right now, to say that, look, China is very far ahead in terms of technology, in terms of the cars that they are building, and that is what even led into Ford exporting or getting some of the Chinese cars and deassemble them to just identify how far they've become or how far they've went. And after deassembling, they indeed confirmed that China it's far, right? And what caused this? What caused this is because these countries restricted China from penetrating their markets, and therefore technology, it cannot be that competitive. There cannot be that much competition when it comes to technology, because look, we know that for a healthy and fair competition to be in a country, you need to allow, or other countries must be allowed to come and sell demonstrate their quality, that will make or ensure that local companies, if they are below standard or if they are below the kind of quality technology that is being produced by other countries, they can pull up their socks, right? Which is what is needed, because at the end of the day, if these countries that are restricting putting tariffs onto Chinese EV makers like NIO, if they don't change, they are going to be left behind, because at the end of the day, the cars that they'll be selling to consumers will be so outdated as compared to the cars that you will have to buy or that you will find into China. So it is important that these tariffs get to be scraped off. It is very important, my dear friends. And seeing that Canada is on a move maybe to scraping off the 100% of tariffs, it's something that is just so great. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. Tell me what you think about this. Like, share, subscribe, hit or click that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. It takes me some time to make videos like this. That is all from me, and God bless you all.